Okay, Tuesday, 27th of January 2026. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know, incentives, constraints, and human nature. How to walk on water. Now, a lot of people talk about that phrase, that little idiom. If it's too good to be true, it probably, now, weird little grammar here, it probably is too good to be true, or probably isn't true, but semantics. People talk about that and they use that as a safe catch-all phrase to disbelieve things. I think it's very crude because it works. You will survive, you will avoid pitfalls and scams by all means, but not necessarily thrive. You won't necessarily thrive with that kind of mantra. Now, this isn't about moral judgment. It's about understanding the incentives and constraints and the human nature behind claims, behind things and technology, whatever else. So we could say, make a claim. Oh, in the 1990s, in the future, people will be communicating with small little devices people will call phones in 2026, 1990, 2026. And they'll say, I don't believe you, too good to be true, whatever else, nah, no way. But they don't understand the technology. They're saying that as a defensive mechanism, let's say, or their limited belief and understanding of the world. Belief and understanding of the world in the context of technology, science, and maths, and whatever else, and product design, you name it, technology, internet, and etc., etc. So it's limiting their own belief and understanding of reality is limiting themselves from accepting new ideas in the future. The constraints. This is possible, but with this technology. Oh, it's possible, but with 5G technology and cellular devices and whatever else, and all the other components and tech there are in phones. So then we could say, to be a little metaphorically, to be a little poetic in a way, how to walk on water. Well, I know a way how to walk on water. Yeah, it's possible. I know exactly how to walk on water. Yeah, but the constraint is the water has to be frozen. The outside temperature has to be -10, -20 degrees, and we need ice. I don't know the ratio, but the thicker the ice is, the easier it'll be to walk on water, or more accurately, frozen water. Oh, interesting. So do you see how when there's a claim being made, how to walk on water, for example, albeit a bit vague, a bit misleading, but nonetheless it proves the point. The more you understand the constraints and the incentives, constraints in this context of the temperature, the physics, or in this context of the phones, the technology, and the incentives to make it happen, to build in terms of making money, building phones in the company, and the incentives behind nature. So I don't know, going somewhere where it's cold and recording yourself walking on water because you want that footage. The more you understand those things, the better with life. And the more you understand human nature, because that's something I've started to really appreciate, and no doubt there are other unenumerated or yet to be enumerated factors behind this, the more we can accurately judge a statement. Really, I'm challenging that whole premise of it's too good to be true, it probably is, in a sense of you only think that because you don't understand things well enough. You don't need to keep an open mind, we could say, but really understand more laws of physics, more laws of reality, more laws of technology, more laws in this case of heat and thermodynamics, or laws of ice and fluid dynamics, water, when it freezes it expands, strangely enough, things like that. The more you understand technology and science and maths and logic and human nature, psychology, anthropology, tribology, ludology, you name it, etymology, the way words are structured and created, the more you can understand things, understand reality, understand claims, understand and inadvertently predict the future because you know how things work. Oh, there's in the same way. Oh, there are clouds outside. Oh, therefore, statistically speaking, I did a video as well a week or 2 or 3 ago. Build statistical models. Oh, it might rain. It's quite possible. Things like that. So the more we understand the constraints of technology in the context of the phone, the better we can dissect different claims in general, how to walk on water. That's powerful. So that mantra, if it's too good to be true, is poignant, it works, but it's crude because you don't go deep enough into reality, even into human nature, understand human incentives, understand what people do and why and how, understand how these different things, cognitive biases and logical fallacies affect human action and human behaviors, and able to dissect things at a better level, and even dissect things at a deeper level, So more technical, but at a deeper level, and then you reconcile other aspects of nature and reality. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we could even say, I mean, this is a bit pedantic, you could say, but it's a bit of a superpower. Today is, maybe in 30 years, well, okay, in 30 years it's common knowledge, but actually, yeah, that's the Overton window, basically. It's the Overton window of understanding of science, concepts of science. Like today, a lot of people understand the idea of Schrodinger's cat. Something is in two different states at the same time, but 30 years ago, that would have been obscure little fact in books of quantum physics. But now it's quite common knowledge. And what's obscure today will be common knowledge in 30 years from now. It's that edge. I did a video as well about this 3 weeks ago. It's about having an edge, meaning be one deviation away from the norm. I did a video about that as well a few months ago now, meaning being at the edge of the new technologies to understand things better today, so you can dissect claims today and understand things better today, and able to predict the future better because you understand these things better as well. That's powerful. The more you understand all these aspects, these schools of studies and laws of physics, the better you can understand these claims in general. How to walk on water? Well, the water needs to be frozen first, and it needs to have a certain thickness to support your weight. Or it has to be a certain thickness as well to support the weight of an elephant. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But nonetheless, understand incentives, constraints, and human nature. Otherwise, Adrian's Daily Vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.